Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. It is a cold day. It's so weird. Yesterday was like blazing hot, and it's cold today. All right. Hold on. Let me adjust my microphone cable. It's like a little too tight. Okay. Welcome to the another live stream. And the microphone it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. Yep, it's doing that thing again. That'll do for now. But welcome. Let's get this to show display. And that's the wrong thing. That's from when I played Cyberpunk. Don't mind that. Is this Walmart? I wish. No. This is not a Walmart. Okay, let me open these. I have been working on the puzzles. The one that I'm on right now is so convoluted, I don't want to explain how it works. It's not even done yet, so I'm just gonna close all the puzzle related stuff, as I do not want to work on that right now. Boy, there's just a lot like going on with this puzzle right in front of me. I mean, it's just a box, but like when I finish it, I'll explain it. Okay. Welcome, Castle, Daniel, and then Sitem. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Everyone, make sure you leave a like, especially considering this is going to be demonetized because of the music. I would greatly appreciate that because that'll help with the algorithm. No chatbot, remember. And then let's get the design doc out. Also, I'll explain what's going on here. What am I doing? What game is this? Well, this game at the moment is called Vessels. But I'm starting to lean towards maybe calling it Vessels in the end, but we'll see. And it takes place in a world where spiritual energy flows freely, and will concentrate where certain types of events will happen, usually related to negative emotions, such as pain, fear, sadness, depression, anxiety, those sorts of things. And that will concentrate around objects that have relevance to the location and form what are called vessels. They're basically artifacts, and you're kind of playing as a treasure hunter of sorts, but it's kind of spooky and eerie. The locations are kind of haunted, but not really. But you're gonna be collecting vessels and notes and other stuff in order to uncover the story of each location. And there will be like puzzles. What I'm gonna be working on today, anomalies, are supposed to be like the replacement for combat or enemies, I guess. And you know, inventory management. There's gonna be an upgrade system and a black market and all that. So this game is very much in the early stages still. Right now I would say halfway between when I started development and when early access releases, something like that. I'm actually trying to remember when did I start development of Vessels. I think it was late last year, maybe. Was it like mid-December, something like that? But so that means I've been working on this for about 6 months. I think I've made good progress in the 6 months since. This is milestone 2 right here. It's going. I think actually I can probably check this off. That I think is more or less done. I still might need more assets and stuff like that. Let me turn this down a bit. And I think the lighting might be done, but I want to leave that like that just in case. I think once the anomalies are done and the puzzles are in place, this I think is complete. So at the moment, let's leave it like that. Technically, the puzzle parent class is done, which is like the setup for the puzzle. It's working. The fundamental, the foundational work for it is done. But that doesn't mean that the puzzles are done. I still got a few bigger ones and a few smaller and simpler ones to set up. But I've got 2 of them working at the moment. And then we've got like player health and abilities and effects, which is kind of tied to the anomalies and the potion system and the vessels and all that. So not all of this will get done for milestone 2. That's probably gonna be how it's gonna go essentially. So today I'm gonna be looking at anomalies and effects, which also kind of ties into this section. So what are the anomalies? I'm looking at these as kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to call them ghosts or phantoms or demons or whatever. This is still loud. These are essentially the replacement for enemies. There's no actual combat. What anomalies present is kind of like a area denial type thing. I'm debating maybe some of them can move around, but we'll see. But it's mostly inspired by Stalker, where like some anomalies will distort your vision, some will shock you, some will burn you, that sort of thing. But because we're not really doing true combat, health in this game is more of like your mental health, your psychological health, your sanity, that's what it's called. And so some of the effects would revolve around insanity. I'm thinking I think every anomaly that you are overlapping, essentially, like you're within its range, you will lose sanity over time. But there will also be some other effect. And that's what I'm doing today. I've actually started the work for this already. But not all of it. So let's go through these. So prevent the player from approaching certain vessels. This one is pretty easy. That one is just basically a collision that fully blocks you from moving forward, unless you somehow expel the anomaly, or consume a potion that would allow you to move through it. Prevent electronics from working. That one, we could probably start working on it because I have the flashlight at the moment. The thing is, the equipment system really isn't finished yet. I still need to like I also got to do an overhaul for the inventory system and how items are added, because I started it yesterday because of this puzzle that I was working on. So whenever you add an item to your inventory, you check to see if there's a stack limit. Well, no. Oh, I changed it again. No, I changed it again. Never mind. So whenever you add an item, first it checks to see if you have that item already. If not, you're just going to increase the stack amount of that item in your inventory. Or if it is in your inventory already. Say if I pick up a bag of chips and then I pick up another bag of chips, the second bag of chips is going to see that there's already a bag of chips in my inventory. So instead of creating a new entry in my inventory, it's just going to go to the chip entry and add a number, add 1 to the amount. And then there's stack amounts and stack limits. So what I need to change is when my inventory is opened and created, the little panel, the grid of inventory item slots, needs to make a slot for every stack. So if there's a stack of 20 rocks and the stack limit is 10, there needs to be 2 stacks of rocks in the inventory. That's something I need to work on. And I also got to work on like battery consumption for the flashlight, fuel consumption for the lantern, matches. Whenever you light a torch or dynamite, it consumes a match. That's something I'll get to eventually, but I think I can start working on this. Prevent electronics from working. That shouldn't be too difficult. Cause audible or visual hallucinations. I think I'm just gonna do audible for now, because visual I gotta probably figure out like what exactly that's gonna look like on paper. Debuff sanity, resilience. So if you take sanity damage, your resilience is basically like the buffer. So if it's being debuffed, then you're gonna take more sanity damage. And of course, every anomaly. I should do this here. Oh wait, no. This goes in the design doc. So yeah, if you're taking sanity damage over time, the debuff anomaly is going to do more damage. So anomalies. Oh, I didn't want to spoil that. I did add something in here. Here. All anomalies do sanity damage over time. Okay. This is like the general list of those. And then the last one slows down the player. This one's already done, actually, because that is something I set up previously where I can alter the player's speed. What game are you making? I'm curious. Oh god, I already said it. Basically, it's a treasure hunting game. You're looking for special spiritual artifacts. In this world, spiritual energy kind of flows throughout the world, and will concentrate at places where certain types of events happen. We're mostly playing with like tragic events, murder, loneliness, negative emotions is what I'm calling it. But I want to figure out a better name for it, essentially. So anytime there's like a negative or distressing or form of fear or something like that happening, that will concentrate into vessels, the treasure that you're hunting, essentially. And they also reveal the story for the location. So let's get started on that. I don't think I have anything to share in here besides the thing I almost spoiled. Nope. I think we're good. Okay. Close that. So, oh yeah, hold on. I forgot. Every time we do one of these streams, I'm going to start tackling some of these bugs. This needs its own section. This is something related to the puzzle that I'm working on right now, so we'll skip that one. Maybe I'll do two of these. Exiting inventory with the function button still on screen does not remove them. That should be gone, because we removed the function buttons completely separated from the inventory, and by that I mean these buttons on the bottom used to be separate, now they're included. So they're always there. So if I exit the inventory, those buttons are gone. So that actually fixes that bug. Dropped chips item shows invisible when inspected. Oh. Interesting. Chips. Okay. Drop it. No. It's there. There might have been a fix for it at some point. If I grab one and then drop it. See how, like... Oh, wait. I think it... Oh. Okay, well, that kind of worked. See how I have one chip already? Here's another chip. It didn't make a new slot because it's only making one slot per item. But I need to implement the part where if there's more than the number... There's more chips than the number of chips in the stack limit, then I need to make another slot, essentially. I'm thinking... Actually, because the only reason why I would want item stacking is if my inventory system is going to restrict the number of items you bring. I don't want that. So I'm going to undo that. Well, I still want to have the item stacking, or the item amount, not the stacking. The variable that keeps track of how many items I have. How many of each item, essentially. Instead, it'll be weight-based. I think that's easier. There might be upgrades for it. We'll see. There's going to be player-based upgrades for your, like, equipment and stuff like that, and your kit. Yeah, I'll just do weight-based. That's going to be easier. So basically, whenever I drop an item, I need to have a... excuse me? There we go. I need to have a prompt drop. How many do you want to drop? Oh, I can put, like... arrows right here on the side, And then like the number that, okay. Okay, let me add that in here. That will go under here. I'll try to do that here. Oh shoot, that's... We'll add that at the end. And then... so... Add ability to drop a certain amount of an item. Consuming will always consume one, but dropping I should be able to add to drop the amount, a certain amount. And once I do that, then I can probably use that same code for figuring out how many matches I use or batteries or whatever. I'm thinking maybe 2 batteries per flashlight actually would probably be required. I don't know how I'm going to do it for fuel though, so I think we're just going to do like units of fuel. So 1 fuel is 1 unit of fuel. And that might only fill up the lantern like a quarter of the way, something like that. Okay. Bugs. So that's gone. I don't know what happened there. Can interact with objects through walls. That is an ongoing issue I'm going to find a fix for. Cannot consume food anymore. The fuck? No, I can consume food, even though it's not really doing much. Consume. 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 Yeah. I think that's gone. A lot of these might be really old and they have been fixed by me messing with everything. Equipment slot 1 needs to be lit up on begin play. That is actually a bug I've been noticing. So see how it's... What is the button? I thought I had a button. I thought I put that away. Oh, it's under equipment. Oh no, I think clicking on an equipment button brings it out. And then there's the activate button. That's different. Okay. Oh, and then I unclick and that makes it disappear. Okay, cool. So basically, on begin play, it needs to... Oh, no, we don't want that. Never mind. Yeah, I changed the system and now I don't want it to be set to the first slot. Oh. But there is another bug there. I clicked one. It doesn't light up the box there. So let's find out why. Okay, well that other bug is not really an issue anymore because I changed everything, but I have a new bug here. On begin play, clicking an equipment button does not highlight the box, the slot. Yeah, that's fine. Is that any of them or is it just the first one? No, the first one, it's just the first one. Weird. Okay, why is it only the first one? Let's find out. Okay, so we're gonna go into, I think it's, well, we're gonna go into HUD first. Ignore that. That is not supposed to be visible. That is for the puzzle that I'm working on. Oh, I guess it's when we push the button, right? So we push slot 1 right here. Click on this. There it is. So slot 1, what is the default slot? 0. What is this setting it as? Oh, 1? Oh, I think this has to be 1. Oh, wait, no. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 0 equals 0. True. Because slot 0 is when I have no item equipped, right? Oh, no. I don't want to touch any of this because I don't want to break any of this. Does this highlight differently when I... That's the player. One. Nope, it's the same path that gets lit up. So it's going true. Well, here's the thing. It goes to 0. It starts at 0 and goes to 4. Welcome, Bill Collector. Remember, no clank today. Well, I don't know what the issue might be, because if I click it again, HUD. I click 1, it goes up. Click it again. Oh, it just it doesn't highlight it at all. If I keep clicking 1 and putting it away, bring it back out, put it away, it's the same thing. It might be because it's not changing this variable. I think it might be better to switch this. 0 would indicate that it's empty. I'm unequipping, so we don't need this anymore. If this slot number equals the equipment number, this might break everything that I did here. Let's undo this. Okay. Let me see what happens when I click on the other numbers. Oh. Okay. Click 1. Click 2. Now click 1. Interesting. Yeah, it's because 1 minus the 1 is just going to equal this, so it's going to go to the top. It needs to not be minus 1. Okay. Yeah, I think it's this. If the number you input is the same as the slot, then you're putting it away. So then it'll do this. Okay. If it isn't, we're not even going to subtract one anymore. We're just going to leave it as is. So the equipment slot will be whatever this number is. This should be the get from, okay. Let's see if that breaks anything. Okay, it's slot 1, which I don't want. Is that? Why are they all the same now? They shouldn't be the same now. Now I need to see what's going on here. Right. Oh, it's just defaulting to the top. Well, we want this to be 0 now. So we're, okay. We're clicking 1. So we're submitting 1. This is by default 0. 1 does not equal 0. Yeah, it's completely broken. I gotta see what's going on. Like, what's happening? Why is this broken all of a sudden? Like, the logic in that seems right. To me, at least. Okay. That's right now, but why is it going to 1? Oh, hold on. Yeah, set equipment type selected. This might, I mean, that's the same thing, really. Well, now it's not highlighted. Now it's doing the flashlight thing again. I don't... Oh, I wonder if I'm adding... Where's event begin play here? Starting variables. We don't want that. We want it to be 0. That's probably why. Okay, that fixed the torch coming up and it auto-equipping something. I still need to figure out why it is... It's essentially not changing the number, which is not right. Well, first of all, we have too many of these. I think. Yeah. Should be 5 because there's only 5 slots. Oh, I see. Ooh. Where is this being set though? Shoot. This has got to be coming from the player somehow. Equipment type slots. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I see. Okay. 0 needs to be blank. Torch, then flashlight. Okay. I don't know if this will fix anything, to be honest. Okay. There shouldn't be anything for these slots. I don't know where these are coming from. Slots 3, 4, and 5 are supposed to be empty. It says right there, blank, blank, blank. Why are there items coming up? Okay, so for inputting 1, that's now 1. So that should be getting the first entry here, not the 0 entry. That's different. First, which would be flashlight or torch, I mean. I'm gonna move all this over here because there's no point in it being all the way over there. Because what we need here now is just this equipment slot. Oh, it's butt ugly. Okay, so 1 does not equal 0. It's going to be false. We're going to set this to 1. We're going to select 1 here. And that makes the first one fully visible. So it highlights it. Or fully rendered, I mean. The rest of them remain, you know, partially transparent. This should be 1, so it should be getting the first one. Okay. And then submitting that down here. So now it's 1. So this is 2. 2 does not equal 1. It should be going down here again. It should be going for 2. But why are there things coming up for the flashlight, though? Oh. That might be the save file. Fudge. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, those are blank. And here, blank. Also, I think I technically need... No, that's all I need, really. Ah, okay. Instance. Always check the instance as well. There it is. That is another issue I gotta fix right now. 0 is always blank. And there it is again. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if this will fix anything. Are you my grandson? No. Don't. Please. Why are there things coming up? First of all, the button shouldn't highlight at all. So I need to fix that. I was on it. equipment slots should not highlight or be enabled if there is no equipment. Okay. What is happening here? This was supposed to be a simple bug to fix. No, it's a lot more complicated than I thought. Or the issue is something so simple that I'm just not remembering that I set it up that way. Yeah, it's going to 3 and then 4 and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 3. 3's a torch, apparently? Okay. There is something really funky going on here. Let's do this. Let's use a print. My best friend. But I'm gonna do it with event tick so that I can see it constantly on screen. In the event it changes, it'll change as well. It shouldn't change. It shouldn't ever change because I'm not changing my equipment. I'm just switching it between them. So take equipment slot types for loop. This is gonna be bad. Oh, for loop. Oh. Well, screw it. For each loop. Whatever. I wish there was a for loop where you can input an array directly into it and then you select which integer to start with. The index, I guess. So please print this. But also print, yeah, add 0 and then light blue. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Now this is something I would not advise you do, especially on event tick, but right now I need it. Event tick can be bad because it's constantly running, and the more you put onto event tick, the more destructive it is for your performance. This one, I'm gonna change the color though to orange, so I know which one's which. All right. There should be a bunch of prints on screen. Blank, blank, blank. Okay, so it's backwards. So the bottom of the blue ones, that's 0, and then 1 and 2. Yeah, they're the same. Okay? No. What are you doing? Why is it equipping something? Oh. It's equipping whatever I last held. It's not supposed to do that. Okay, so we know that's working. I'm going to disable that before I forget. Jeez. Does my game have any cougars in it? Not yet. It doesn't. I'm kidding. I'm not adding cougars. Okay. If I had to guess, it's gonna have something to do with all of this nonsense. Oh boy. Yeah, all the falses go to the same place. Oh, this last one doesn't have a true. Oops. My bad. Yeah, all the falses go to the same place. All the trues go to the same place, right? True, 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 and true. Okay. So let's see what it does when I switch between 1 and 2. Oh. It's coming out true. Oh, that's why it wasn't changing to anything when I clicked 5, because this was disconnected. Okay. So I think the issue is I need to set it to not do anything whenever I don't have an equipment in that slot. So we can make that change here now. Oh, what the fuck happened here? That is... okay. It's really just missing an entire check. An entire variable check. You cannot... It does nothing if there is nothing in that slot. That's why. It's just assuming there is something there. So it's just automatically re-equipping whatever I had before. So we're going to check this. We're going to get reference. So we're going to do a bunch of these now. Oops. This is going to complicate things and the spacing. So basically get, does that equal, please? Blank. Branch. No. Branch. Yeah, you see what I mean here. Move. Move all the way down, please. This is gonna get ugly before it gets not ugly. Okay. I think that's acceptable for now. Oops, nope. Oh, no. We don't want it to be true there. We want it to be false. Okay. So this we want it to be 2. Oh boy. And then these need to move over. And then I would like it if this moved over too. What am I listening to right now? Okay, connect all of these. I know it looks ugly, but this will do. So 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're checking slot 1. Is it empty, essentially? False. That means that there is something there besides blank. And we're doing that for all of them now. Not empty. Not empty. Empty. I can't even... it doesn't even change it now. Awesome. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Jeebus H. And then eventually I will need to add in, is this slot unlocked? To start, I want 3 slots unlocked. One of them is always the flashlight, though. So I gotta distinguish. I think I already started working on that, but like from now, like when I actually start testing in the future, the first slot will always be a light source, and it can only be a light source. So you can't equip anything else there. And then the other 2 slots are whatever you want, and then there'll be upgrades to get more slots unlocked, up to 5 total. Will there be achievements? Yeah, probably. What do you mean? Will you be playtesting them or doing the hinterland? I'm pretty sure they playtest. It's just sometimes things happen. I mean, you see me struggling trying to figure out this bug. It's not simple sometimes. And this puzzle, like I mentioned earlier, this one right here, I don't want to explain what it is right now. I'll share it when it's done. But it's something so simple in your head, and when you actually try to do it in coding, in designing how it looks, it is way more difficult. It is not simple sometimes. What I'm trying to do is place stuff on this shelf essentially and move them around, but it's not as simple as you think. It's a beast. Once I'm done with that, I will share it though. Okay, that bug is gone. Really, it was just missing an entire branch or a variable check. Okay. Holy shit. Did that thing go away or? Okay, that also fixed that. Oh, right, right. The old bug was gone, but I found a new bug. Okay. Oh, and that also changed that too, or fixed it. Okay. Cool. The bug list is shrinking and also growing at the same time. That's just how it works. Real quick, let me share the end result of this. I'm very happy with how this turned out. So of course, obviously there's no like actual numbers there, but eventually I will change those out for actual number buttons, or squares with a number in it. So the code for this was, what was it again? I think it was 519. So I click 5. I can't click it again because we're doing 12 numbers. It actually makes sense to lock it. That way the code can't have 2 of the same number. There's only 12 number options anyways. So that's locked now. That's my first option, or number. 1 is my second one. This one is 9, but I'm going to click the wrong one. 8. That was the wrong combination. Awesome. And it resets itself. 5, 1, 9. And it's done. And it gave me the money too on the top, on the right side, you can see. And then this one, I think I already showed it off last time. This is the note for code 2301. So I take the note. It's technically in order from left to right, but like the code there could be like the address numbers for the houses, like house 2, house 3, house, well, there's no house 0, house 7 and house 4 or whatever. Then you rotate them in order, and then if you mess it up, they unrotate. I get the key. I know it doesn't make sense, but I got the key for the this puzzle, and then that key goes to this door. Now it's unlocked. But like I love that, like, if you mess it up, you can see everything rotate back. It also says something went wrong here. I do got to find a sound effect that really fits the, ooh, I messed up the puzzle, but there's a sound effect playing, so like it fits really well with that. Like, I know I messed up the puzzle, not just because it says there's something went wrong or the combination was wrong, but because I did the wrong thing, essentially. Let's see. I think that's it for that. Okay. I get what you're saying, Castle, but that's very different. That playtesting would insinuate that they didn't check to see if there are any bugs. Too greedily too deep is a valid achievement. It's just torturous. Something wicked is just the will to live, but twice as long. So there's no difference there between that and the will to live. It's just twice as long. That isn't a playtesting issue. That's a design issue. Like, making people play 1,000 days is like, what the fuck? God damn it, Hinterland. That is different. What I'm talking about are bugs. We're talking about bugs here. We're fixing bugs here. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's go to my content. I guess these go under interactive objects because you can actually no, you don't interact with them really. You can overlap them. They cause things to you or do things to you. Oh, is this what that is? Test cube? Yeah, okay. No, this will get its own folder. Anomalies. So this shouldn't be too bad of a setup compared to the puzzle. Actor BP underscore anomaly parent. We're gonna make an enum, my favorite thing to make in this. Anomaly type. So we've got quite a few of them to add. Let's see. We're going to call this first one block. Second one. It's the electronics one. What do I call it though? Electrical? Hallucinate. And then for that one, we'll make sure that there's an option to do visual, audible, or both at the same time. Debuff. And then slow. Okay. Though again, bugs. Those are bugs. Bugs are difficult to find sometimes, and it's dependent on your hardware. Yes, a lot of the new achievements are bugs. I understand that, but Hinterland doesn't have a rock star's worth of money to do QA. That's gonna happen. You've got to understand that. That happens to every developer, even the big ones. You see how bad Cyberpunk launched? That was because QA didn't really do their job right. They hired an outside company from what I remember, and they didn't do their job right. And that most likely is what led to the terrible launch of that game. But look at it now. It's several years later, and the game is very playable and very fun. Because it took years to fix those bugs. If every developer made a game and fixed every single bug they could possibly find before releasing the game, no game would ever get released. Not in this day and age. But games are just too big and too massive and complex. You will never launch a game, not even with billions of dollars to throw at them. You will never find every bug and be able to fix them all in a timely manner. Okay, we can close that. So in our, I'll close this in here. I'm gonna take basically what I have for this test cube, which is what I used to test some of the player effects, and I'm gonna copy and paste it. We're gonna copy the collision. Actually, I don't want a box collision for this. I want a sphere collision. Sphere. One thing I would love is if there was a generic collision type that you can swap between the different types. Like, you could change it to cube or sphere or whatever shape you want. That would be really cool. Right now we're just stuck with the 3 generic ones. Cube, sphere, and capsule. But I would love like a triangle one. That would be cool. Well, rectangle is basically cube. Whatever. Other shapes would be cool. An oval would be cool. The capsule really isn't an oval. It's different. So we're gonna go to cube collisions. Collision. We're gonna copy this. Oh, first we need the interface, right? I think we do. Well, okay. Ah, there we go. That's what I meant to grab. Collision. Custom. Ignore everything. Overlap world dynamic. What is the player capsule? Pawn. Why would that be world dynamic though? Why are these why is the test cube overlapping? Oh. Oh no, this is the anomaly. Right. This is I misread it. Pawn. There we go. Okay. And then sometimes it might have to block pawn. Okay. So then I think it's in here. Oops, not simulation. Yes, it is. It is using the interface. Vessels. Okay. Player effect tags. Okay. So then, I could probably just copy this. Oh, well, not the box. Not the that. That'll be different. I should have him. Yeah, I should have him do this. Okay. Sphere. Begin and end. Also make that as well. Okay, now I've basically copied that all over. What the hell are you? Oh. It's bitching about something, as usual. Okay, test cube's gone. We don't need the test cube anymore. So now this should work identical to how the test cube works. Okay. So let's make sure it is doing that. Let's just do expose that. And then we can do this. Move an anomaly. Hello? Oh. Anomalies. Okay. Let me make that visible for now. Visible. Make that have a debuff. Sanity. Or nerf. Sanity nerf. Yeah, nature. So if I walk into that, I'm gonna lose health. Yes. Oh my god, that was half my health. Yikes. I should probably not do 50%. Oh, and I do need to I need to overhaul this shit too. I'm gonna move the cubes out of here. We don't need the cubes anymore. The cubes are kind of like a anomaly test of sorts. And we know that succeeded just now by looking at what it did to me. Let's make this bigger. For sure. Okay, so we're gonna need to set some variables here. We're gonna do a custom function. Set anomaly. Set anomaly will go here. So it's after it's oh, we should do that before we cast to the player. Set anomaly, we're gonna set sphere radius and make that a variable that is exposed and editable. Anomaly. Cannot spell anomaly apparently. Radius. I think that's it for now. There might be some anomalies that actually are visible and some that are invisible, so we can do visuals later. But for right now, it's just this invisible sphere that I can see through testing. Okay. So the default sphere radius, I think, is 32. So let's make that like more. 50. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think it would benefit from doing this on construction. So that way, if I edit the variables on the fly, I can actually see like the change. See like that? Okay. Okay. So for this, I actually don't want the player effect tags to be editable. That was just a test cube thing. Now, that's where the anomaly type will come in. Cannot spell anomaly. I hope to God I'm spelling it right to begin with. Anomaly, yeah. Switch. Actually. So this will be set anomaly, visuals? I don't know if that's right. Set anomaly variables. This will be set anomaly effects. So we're gonna take this, switch, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna set, hold on, set. We don't need that. Make array. And then from here, we're going to choose the various different effects. So block. Actually, block isn't going to do anything to the player specifically. Block is going to set the sphere collision type. Excuse me? Am I spelling it? Oh, yes, that I am. Collision type. No collision. So if this is now... Oh, we need to make that editable. So this is now a block anomaly. No. Oh, no collision. That's not what I want. I want set collision response to channel. Pawn, which is what the player is, and block. That's what I meant to do. Right. So, okay, I see that. I know. What is the anomaly type? Collision type. World dynamic. We're just gonna have to make a custom one. So we're gonna do that in here. Project settings. There it is. Collision. Add a new custom one. It's gonna call anomaly. It's probably better to do ignore for everything. So we're not going to change the collision type. We're going to change the channel type, I think. Object type, yes. We're going to change it to anomaly. And on the player, by default, it'll be world dynamic. Yes. If it's an anomaly, though, the player will ignore. Or not ignore, block. Oh, what the hell? It's on block. Oh. Fudge. I didn't even set it to play that function. Still not doing it, huh? Are you stuck doing an infinite loop, maybe? No, it got to do the thing. It's blocking anomaly. Oh. Collision enabled. So it does physics responses as well. Still not doing it. Why? I know. Set. Yeah, I still need the set collision response to channel for pawn. There's another. Yeah, that is still missing. So that needs to be block. There's multiple parts of this to get collisions working. Collisions are a pain in the butt. There we go. Now we can't reach it. Awesome. So now imagine this was inside of a house and it's blocking from even entering the house. Well, now you need to go get a potion that will let you go through this. Awesome. I'm scared there for a second, like, what the fuck is happening? Okay. So for electrical, ooh, okay. Yeah, this can be a player effect. Because the player will be holding the flashlight and it will have a direct reference to the flashlight, so then it'll just tell its equipment, hey, if you're electronic, you need to turn off immediately because you're in an electrical anomaly. So that's going to be elsewhere, actually. Is that in here? No. Then here? Items. Why are player effect tags in here? This should be not in here. My content. Okay. It would actually just make sense to put it in with the anomalies folder. Because the anomalies are going to be the biggest source of these different effects. So player effects, electrical, anomaly. I should just copy and paste anomaly from now on. Okay. So I'm going to go to player effects. Wherever I... Apply effects? Oh, dear God. Right. It got rather convoluted over here. Holy shit. Okay. First, anomaly is going to set electrical anomaly as its player effects. I'm going to start moving these up. Okay. Next, we're going to open up the equipment parent. So in here, if we are if this equipment is a flashlight, we need another variable. Is electronic. Okay. So everything is going to get this variable, obviously, but only the flashlight will have it be true. I don't know why this is all, like, further down. It makes sense that I'm going to need room. I haven't done all of this yet. This is just so that I can set the appearance of the flashlight and the torch. I haven't even gotten to the rest. Okay, these other ones are non-electronic, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I believe the torch is probably gonna go. I think I'm just gonna have flashlight and lantern. So that's flashlight, right? Yeah, flashlight. Flashlights are electronic. Okay. So I'm gonna create an event. Custom. I like just doing toggle electronic. I like doing toggle blink. And then do a Boolean check. Disable electronics. Branch true. True. First we're gonna do. We're gonna check, is this an electronic? We don't want the lantern to suddenly turn off, obviously. If it is an electronic, then we're going to first we're gonna go over here. So it's the E button. So we're gonna make sure this gets done, essentially. I guess do I need it on the? It might be better in here. So I need to do that essentially. So this, move this. So first, is electronic and make this easier. Is it active? Is it an electronic and is active? If they're both true, then we're going to do whatever's happening here. So we're going to do toggle active. Toggle activate. We're going to deactivate it. So false would make it invisible. Well. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then deactivate equipment, which will do that. And that. Is that also going to handle the like putting it away? I think so, right? Actually, I don't see where it would do that. Where is this called? Oh. Oh, no, we don't want to put the equipment away. Never mind. I'm dumb. We want to just deactivate it and then lock it. So we toggle activate. Okay. To deactivate it, and then on the player, I think it's gonna be on the player, my bad. So when we apply electrical anomaly, we're going to get our equipment. Toggle electronic, disable electronic. Simple. And we're going to shove this down here, because why not? And then we're going to copy and paste that over here. When we exit that anomaly, we're going to reactivate it. Oh, I guess over here. So I need to... yeah. Bring this over here. So over here, we've disabled the electronic. So we need to make sure that variable has been set over here and here. Oh, we don't need to re-enable it. Right. We don't need to re-enable the electronic. Let's see, what's your thought on Stars making lore content, essentially stealing your job? I don't even know who Stars is, and I don't care. The more the merrier, unless they're straight up stealing my content. That is, which is not okay. I'm fine with it. I don't care. I didn't even know. Now I'm gonna have to check them out, because I want to see how they're doing it. I want more people to do lore for the Lone Dark. I don't want to be the only one forever. I assume when Blackcross releases, I won't be the only one. There might be some bigger content creators joining the fold, and I'd welcome that, because I think I see an issue with me being the only one for years on end, is that I'm like not presenting the content the best way. If that makes sense. Other people might do it a different way. Having conflicting opinions about things that haven't been made clear in the game, that's actually really good to have. I want people to have theories about, like, whatever is happening in Perseverance Mills, and I want their theories to maybe differ from mine. That would be cool. And then people sharing that, and other people would watch that content. I would welcome that. I want that to happen, and I'm hoping that there'll be more content creators doing what I'm doing, what we're doing, I guess, now with Stars. So yeah, I will look up Stars at some point. Stars with a Z. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally fine with it, as long as he's not stealing my content, like straight up ripping my videos off of YouTube. That's a different story. That's stealing. Okay, so we're not disabling the electronics anymore, so we're going down here now. First, do I have something that says is disabled? No. Equipment disabled. There we go. So that's what I'm going to use to check to make sure the player can't re-enable their flashlight, essentially. Other than that, I don't think I need to do anything else, except for when I try to toggle activate. If the equipment is disabled, you can't do anything. It won't do anything, essentially. Disabled false, then do the normal stuff. I'm trying to think. I think this is the only thing I need to do. Is active. I believe that is being toggled here. Oh, I guess I can do this. Find references. Set to true. Set to false. Yeah, so it would be here, right? Activate false. Where's put away equipment being fired? Shoot. I'm actually kind of confused where that's being fired at. I need to find that. That's being fired, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's when I click the equipment buttons. Right, okay. Like the 1 through 5. Makes sense. Billy, is that you? No, I think Daniel's confused. Daniel's having a dementia fit. Oh, my butt hurts. Oh, jeebus. Okay. So this is the issue. So I need to set that to be deactivated. There. That was the issue. Okay. So if I have this now as an electrical. Okay, pull out the flashlight, turn it on. Damn. I knew it couldn't be that easy. That is there. Electrical. Oh, is this working? Did that even fire? Let's find out. Yes. That should have turned it off. Let's make sure maybe it's just the light that's just not turning off. So I can see the new event. Yep, I can see the event firing. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, right. It was not active. Oh, it doesn't see that it's active. Okay. Where is that variable? Okay, that variable's only being fired from... Hold on. This is the issue. Set, use equipment requirements. And up here, swap. So it's this right here. Oh, there, it's getting its set to oh, these are both false. Has condition false, has duration false. That's why. We need to set these to true, some of these. I think I'm missing a few of these too. Can't hear me? Do you want me to be louder? I can be louder! It's because I'm not like talking, like streamer talking. Trying to like talk to myself while I get this working. Let me turn this brightness up because I think it's been raining all day. Hence why it's cold as fuck. Please. There we go. Okay. Can be equipped. True. Has condition. False. Has duration, false. So this should be true. Can activate, true. Has condition, true. Item required, nothing. If that means it's true. So that means nothing is required. So yeah, true. Here, nothing is required. No, here something is required. Do I have the required item? True. Okay, so then, yeah. If I don't have the required item, false. Okay. That was the last thing missing, I believe, so let's try this out now. Big sad. Ban Daniel, I wish. Is electronic? I did set it, right? That would be the only other issue. They both got to be active. Is electronic never changes. It's always true or false, and it never changes. So that can't be the issue. Oops. Let me make sure that even gets set. Yeah. That fired. It doesn't show that it's active. Oh, you know why? Because I don't have the required item. That's probably why. This is going to go to false. Son of a biscuit. Oh, no, it went to true. Why is it not working then? It's continuously setting it to true. Also, it definitely has... Oh, it has, No, the flashlight doesn't have condition. It has duration. That's the duration of the battery. So it's registering as true, but it's not doing anything. Is active and is electronic. All right. Print. Prints always help. Print the result of this. False. Oh. Why is that false? Is electronic, is active. That's being set to true. Print this. This must be one of those instances where Unreal is being Unreal. I have seen things like this happen that make 0 sense. And the solution is usually just doing it the less efficient way. It says it's true. 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 What the hell is happening here? Print is electronic. True. True. Okay. We're gonna... Light blue. And then the dark blue will be is active. That's more of like a purple, but whatever. They both need to be true. Why is okay? Oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense. False makes sense. Why is it still false? What is happening? Okay. Okay, we know is electronic is true. It's always true now. Let's event tick this. Is active. Print that constantly, please. Please, I'm losing my mind here. This has to be one of those instances where Unreal is being Unreal. Okay, false. That makes sense. It's... Okay, now it's true. Oh, okay. There's like a delay. Well, now that it's true... Why is it... Okay. There are two issues here. I see them now. Okay. We can disable this. One, this is delayed for some reason. Where is this being called? This should be immediately, as soon as I pull this thing out, the flashlight. Okay, where is this being called? Well, that's actually not even true for the flashlight. The flashlight should be degrading over time because it has duration. Anything that has duration or condition is degrading. Okay, that should also degrade over time. I don't even have the wood axe yet, so it wouldn't even matter. Hello, Elijah. Welcome back. I should add a character and make him die from slipping on a banana peel. This is not one of those games, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to say no. Okay, so flashlight is degrading over time. So the flashlight's doing this, which does play that. Okay. I think I need... Is there a delay on this? There's no delay on it, so why isn't it instant? Oh, why is that delayed? Oh, there... Okay, I'm dumb. I'm so stupid. There is a delay right there. Oh, but wait. Yeah, no. The delay is... There's a delay, but the initial start delay is 0. So why is there a delay in the first place? Unless I'm not seeing it. No, yeah, there... So does that even matter? What is the point of having a delay for the initial start? Wait, why is this not printing anymore? Oh, right. I'm about ready to oh. No, that's right. I'm about ready to scrap this whole goddamn system entirely. What is the deal here? It's now it's not even doing anything. Oh, okay. Oh no, it's only it's triggering that every 3 seconds. Why is there an initial delay then? There's no delay. This is the initial delay to start. I wish I could show you. Okay, I guess I can show you both. Hold on. This is what I'm. This is the problem. As soon as I turn on my flashlight, both of these should run red lines all the way across at the same time. But one of them is delayed by 3 seconds. That means that there's an initialization delay. But that variable is 0. Still delayed. What is the point of this variable then if it doesn't even matter? What in the fuck? Unreal is being unreal. God, for being the brand new shiny engine it is, this is fucking not fun to use sometimes. So I'm gonna have to do the function beforehand, or the event before, and then start the timed delayed one. Even though there's not supposed to be a delay one. Not delayed, the timed one, the looping one. This is so dumb. Instantly true. I want to blow my brains out in game. Okay. Okay, it's false, but it's setting it to false, okay? So this is not working then. Oh, it's going all the way through. It's setting is active to false. So that means it's going all the way through. I even saw it. So this is not the issue anymore. It's this. Got it. That's why. We're disabling it before it could even do anything. So we disable after we toggle it off. Okay. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, thank God. And I can't retoggle it. It won't work. You can hear the button, hopefully. Okay. That works. Oh, and then let me check. Spooky. I had to click it twice, though. I wonder if it's because I clicked it. I clicked it and it toggled this. Okay, so then basically I would need to do is equipment equipped? Is equipment active? And get well, this one right here is disabled. Is active and not disabled. let's never mind. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna just separate these checks. So is the equipment disabled? If it's not disabled, okay. We don't want to toggle this variable when the equipment's disabled. That would be the reason why it didn't want to immediately turn on. Okay, on gets turned off. If I exit, yeah, okay. If I enter, it turns off. I try to turn it on, but it doesn't work. I exit, try to turn it on. Awesome, fix that. Okay, that one's done. What's next on the list? Let's set up the speed one real quick. We'll do the sound one later because I need to find sound effects for that. Yeah, we'll do. I don't even know why I put that on this list. That'll be for later. Okay. Slow. So we're gonna do this. I think this is where I'm going to do the big slow debuff. Speed nerf major. And that should be as simple as just switching it to slow and testing it because I already did this before. Yep, I'm much slower. And exiting it resets it. Okay. Let's disable that. So imagine this is a big field that just makes you slow. Yeah, I'm much slower. I'm 50% slower. And then it returns me back to normal. Awesome. That one's easy. That was already done, basically, the effect was. Sanity debuff. Okay, right. So every single anomaly has to do damage over time. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick because I need to go right now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's do the anomaly sanity damage over time. Boy, this is something I had to do recently for another game. It's not fun. I don't. I kind of want to make it completely separate from the player effects, just because this is damage over time. This is, yeah. This would actually benefit from not doing it, with the same system, because this is over time. All the other effects are a one-time thing. Okay. I'm trying to remember how I built it before in another game, and I'm traumatized by what I remember. Okay. So, where is this going under? I guess under the player. I'm going to need, well, oh no, first I need the interface. Not that interface. Apply. Actually, hold on. I don't know if I need that. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the anomaly. On the sphere, we're gonna add a tag, and that's just gonna be anomaly. Because every anomaly is going to do damage over time. So with that tag, the only one that won't do damage over time is block, because it's fully blocking you, obviously. You can't even get inside of it. Okay, so that's everything I need on the anomaly, apparently, I think. So at this point, I'm just doing whatever, everything else on the player. So I need, I need to start doing this more often. Toggle anomaly damage. So it's one function or one event, and I could just toggle what I'm doing from the same function or event, using this Boolean check. So is overlapping anomaly. Okay. And then we're going to slide that in here. This is going to get expanded over the course of the development of the game for sure. So I'm going to put it in here. Because we know I can overlap with that sphere, so we want to make sure that the component I'm overlapping is valid. Is it valid? Has tag. Component has tag. Anomaly. And if it's false, we're going to go there. If it's true, we're going to go down here, I guess. We're going to do the same thing here. There. And then toggle anomaly damage. True here. Yeah, because if it's an anomaly, I don't need to do anything else over here. We could just ignore all that. Gonna move this down. And the same thing here. but false. I need to push everything down now. Please. Let me try to line these up. Okay. Okay, in here we are oh shoot, right. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember it in my head. I don't want to open the project because I don't want to accidentally break NDA or anything like that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna actually have a variable named after this. We're gonna just do this. So then that's been set. If we're true, set timer by function name. This is kind of risky because if I type a function name in here and then change the name of the function later for some reason, and I totally forget that it's connected to this function or this timer, it could break everything, and then that would be one of those instances where I just don't know where the issue is because I completely forgot it's connected to this timer here. So I gotta be very careful. Anomaly damage timer. That's what I'm gonna call it. So I'm gonna literally copy it. And then here we're actually gonna clear timer by function name. Okay. Time. How long to wait between before execute? So every second looping. 1 second delay. Well, as we learned earlier, the delay there, this delay for some reason also applies to the start, even though it shouldn't. It's not supposed to, but Unreal is being Unreal. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Apply effects. I think I could just do apply effects, right? I'm gonna probably do an overhaul of this entirely. So that it isn't like restricted to like minor, moderate, major. I can actually like indicate how much damage I want to do. So sanity, nerf, minor, apply effects. Let's not do it every second though. Let's do it every 5 seconds. Okay. And we don't need to unapply it because the health boosts and nerfs, buffs and nerfs don't get unapplied. Only the max sanity can get unapplied. Oh, right. Oh, I guess it should work. Okay, I'm slowed down. Might be a good idea to check, see if this is working. Okay, I guess it didn't work. Oh, that's it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That is... I'm so stupid. That is not the correct collision. I'm an actual moron. Give me this. Disconnect. This is for the interaction capsule. That's completely different. I want the actual player collision. Idiot. So this is further out than it needs to be. I don't even think I have something for that, so let's do that now. Because anything that it relates to the anomalies so far that I'm overlapping, that is all interface based. Event begin play and event or begin play. Begin overlap, end overlap. More or less the same thing I had before. I might as well throw these in here, I guess. Is this specifically for interactions? It is. Are all these interaction based? Yes. So this will be its own thing then. Why does this sound familiar? I've definitely heard this before. I still want the is valid. It's important to check. Is valid. Does it have that tag? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yep, it took damage there. I know it's hard to tell because right now we're in this level and it's not as bright as it could be. Yeah, see, that damage is way too high. This has got to be like way lower. So that's why I'm going to do a full overhaul on this monstrosity. I want there to be different, more than 3 tiers. I think I want it to just be like, what's the name of the effect and also the intensity. So it can go from 0 to, I don't know, 10 maybe. And then the higher the number, the more... I could probably do like, I can multiply by the intensity. So if we're taking 0.5 sanity damage per tick, multiply that by 5 to get, what is that, 2.5 per tick, which for the anomalies could be 5 every 5 seconds. All right, that works. So every anomaly type should do that now. Okay, so now, did I ever do? I did do the sanity. See, this is why it's so confusing. Yeah, sanity max buff has been done. I haven't done the what's it called? The resilience yet. That was something I was holding off until now. No, what is it under? Under here. I'm just gonna do the one sanity, resilience, buff, and then sanity, resilience, nerf. I feel FA hates me. Oh, for a second nerf field. Almost every day there's a blizzard. There's a blizzard there most days. And the days that there aren't blizzards, I kid you not, glimmer fog. That happens all the time. When I was playing there yesterday, I got 2 full day blizzards. Or 3 full day blizzards, I think. Damn near. That was really annoying. Okay. So when we do the resilience... Do we have a resilience variable already? No. Okay, so we'll need that. Sandy resilience. That'll be a float, right? But this is out of 100. So the default has to be 1 or 1.0. Yeah, basically. That's 100 resilience. Because we're going to multiply the damage value by the resilience. If it's at 100 or 1.0, it's just going to be normal damage. If it's at 1.5, that's a 50% resilience buff. So technically we're not multiplying it. We're dividing by it, I think. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so whenever we apply health damage, oh, okay. So basically in all of this I gotta update all of these, all 6 of them, all 12 of them actually. Oh no, down here I don't need to. So now whenever I do health damage, I've got to account for resilience. Fun. See, this is why I need to like scrap this system and start from scratch. The player effects. This is just not an efficient way of doing this. Because this list is going to keep growing and growing. It's going to probably go all the way down here. You're not going to be able to see the top. And of course there's the unapply section, which won't be as long. Because some of these you don't unapply. Oh right, there's no sanity max nerf, but that could change. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Okay. So now we're going to set, just straight up set this. For now, I'm just going to hard set it. So the default is 1. If we're going to increase, we're going to buff it, we're going to make it 1.5. We're going to decrease it, we're going to make it 0.5, just to make it simple. And then we're going to set this back to 0 or 1. What time is it? Okay. Air quality alert. What the hell? Why is there a duck in the desert? I don't like that. Ducks don't belong in the desert. Okay. I'm gonna unravel this, and by what I mean by that is just separate these for now, because this is gonna get messy, damn near bloody if I have to say so. Because this is gonna get violent coding wise. Okay. So we're taking the actual damage value, which is this. Real quick, so calculator, because I can't maths. Please. Calculator. So that's 5 damage. 5 divided by 1 is 5. 5 divided by 1.5 is 3.33. Okay. And then 5 divided by 0.5, that's doing more damage. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so we're dividing it. Taking the damage value divided by the resilience value. So you want your resilience to be higher. See what I mean? This is gonna get violent and ugly. Okay. Yeah, this system is god flippin' awful. Actually, I'm not even gonna do it for the rest of them. I don't even want to. I don't want to update that yet. I'd rather just do the whole thing before the next stream, or just in the future. So just this first one here. Okay, so normally I would take, I'm gonna print my health just to make it easier to see what the hell's going on. Print current sanity value. Please, please, there we go. The story of the duck and the donkey trying to escape the heat. Please get that duck out of the heat, and the donkey as well. Okay, print health value. Okay, so it would normally be taking 5 damage. So debuff. Anomaly parent. We're gonna go in here. We're going to do this. Resilience buff. Technically, these won't do the buff. It's only going to do the nerf. Consumables will do the buffing, like potions. So normally I would take 5 damage. It should be 3.33. Oh. Right. Oh, right. There's a 5-second delay. I should probably do it every second from now on. Yeah, it might be better. Every second. It's still 5. Because it's just doing the first one, Serenity Nerf Minor, which I did update. Right there. So it should be 5 divided by... Oh. Son of a biscuit. This is the wrong one. This is the buff, isn't it? That's not what we wanted it on the nerf. So we don't want that. We just want to do... Just leave that as normal. Idiot. That should be on this one. Let's just double check. It's really hard to tell. Nerf minor. Yes, it's that first one. So this divided by the resilience value. Okay. Now it should be doing 3.33 damage. Yes. There we go. So that's with buffed resilience or buffed sanity resilience. Well, yeah. Increased sanity resilience. Okay, awesome. So now I'm gonna do we're gonna do resilience nerf. So now it should be doing 10 damage. Awesome. Yes. Okay, we're gonna leave it at nerf. Yeah, those 4 are done. I'm gonna do audible and visual hallucinations separately, because that requires me to find assets and also figure out like the timing for how often you hear sounds or you see ghosts or whatever. I need to figure out what exactly I'm doing there. I'm looking at like these. Those are gonna be based off potions or special equipment, so let's just not do those now. I'm going to, okay, I usually use red, yellow, green to indicate like what's been done, what's started, what hasn't been started. We're gonna leave this as orange. Not this one. That one I'm still doing. This one I'm still doing for this specific milestone. These I'm not. I'm going to save those for later. This one I'm also saving for this one. So technically I've started this. I just need to find the assets and like figure out how it's going to look and sound. This is done. Sanity recovery, that's separate, so that's for later. I'm looking at like, yeah, the tail end of this. So this is partially done. Wow, I'm actually more or less almost there. So I am 2.5 weeks away from the milestone ending, or due date essentially. It's not really a due date, it's just when I need to get this set of tasks done. The first level is almost there. I need to just tackle asset placement and filling it in with all the puzzles and all that. Finishing up the hallucinations, or at least doing the hallucinations, and then I need to fix equipment drag and drop, which requires Unreal Engine 5.5. Unfortunately, I need to upgrade the game to the next version because drag and drop does not work in 5.4. I want to click on an equipment in my inventory, drag off of it, and it creates a duplicate little widget, and then drag it over the equipment slots in the inventory menu, and then drop it and release, and it sets it. That I cannot do until I switch over to 5.5. So I think I'm going to work on the hallucination. Well, I'm going to finish puzzles first off stream. Then I'll do the hallucinations. What was this other thing? Add ability to drop a certain amount of items. That, yeah, I need to do a full overhaul of how item droppings work. Like adding the ability to drop as many as I want, or as few as I want. Full overhaul of player effects. Yeah, because that is atrocious. And then, let's do lantern, axe, hold on, equipment. I technically started the equipment before in milestone 1, but let's actually finish these. Lantern, remove torch. I don't like the torch, it's not good. Is that even spelled right? That is not spelled right. Axe and dynamite. And I'm also adding new things at this point. Yeah. Okay. Just a couple of basic interactions. These are simple. Most of the code is there. I just need to like create, something that you can interact with, place it next to the wood pile, or the giant boulder, and allow the player to use dynamite or the axe. Okay. Yeah, I've added more to this, but like some of these are very simple. For the equipment, like the axe and the dynamite, all I need to do is make sure that I can pull it out in front of me and it looks like the item it needs to be. And the lantern will be replacing the torch entirely, because the torch is completely... It feels useless. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel good. Yeah, milestone 2 is about done. I'm trying to think, what can I do next time? Maybe if I can get the audio, the sound effects and the visuals for the hallucinations, and then also figuring out what I want it to look like and sound like. Next time I can work on hallucinations. And then the stream after that would be the 18th, right before the milestone due date. Probably just do cleanup. I'm gonna be honest, maybe we'll just do cleanup for the next 2 weeks. Bug fixing, cleanup, getting these last few easy tasks done. Implementing puzzles, doing filling up in the world essentially. We're almost there. We're almost at the point where I can actually play a level and actually collect things, find some of the story related items and key items and the vessels and all that. Very close to being able to do that. Next milestone will be all about kind of tying everything together, being able to pick a level, do inventory management. It's like map difficulty, expensives, crafting, and then consumables, and basically everything else. But some of these mechanics, like these 3 right here, not including the tutorial, these are basic versions of them. Later they'll get replaced later with full versions essentially. Yeah, milestone 2 is shaping up very well. I know we're less than 3 weeks away, but I don't have a whole ton left. I just need to finish. Let me look at the puzzles. So I know I can do a fuse box puzzle, even though I don't have a proper fuse box asset, like one that I can actually animate. Not really animate, but like I can rotate the handle. But now that I know how to edit assets, like 3D models in Unreal, I can do a fuse box one. And also I decided, so I'm gonna take the puzzle I did with the valves. I'm gonna make an easy version where I just have to turn them all. Doesn't matter the order. And then the work I did for the pipe valves puzzle, I can do the same. I can use the same code to do the fuse box one, but the hard version we have to turn the fuse boxes, the handles, in the correct order. And then again, simple version of that where you just have to flip them all. The dial one is down, so let's do this. And these are just for... Oh shoot, you can see the other puzzles I was gonna do. Oops. Spoilers. This is done. This is done. I guess I'll explain. This is going to be much later. That's for like post-launch, I think. Post 1.0. These should be rather easy. Most of the work is done already. Okay. So this is what I'm working on right now. Right now I'm working on this one right here. Actually... Oh, shit, there's story spoilers there. I hope no one saw that. Hold on. No! I probably should have shown this. I'm sorry. There was supposed to be... Oh. I'm devastated now. No! I hope no one saw that. Let's just assume no one saw that. Okay. Actually, this is not even what that puzzle is anymore. It's not a pressure plate puzzle anymore. It's called item placement. I'll probably do a pressure plate one later. So for this one, this is the one I've been working on, and it's driving me fucking insane. I want to place items in specific spots, and they need to be in the exact correct spot in order for the puzzle to be complete. I'm so close. I've gotten to the point where I can start placing items. I just need to do the check to make sure the item is in the correct spot. And that's it. And then after that, you know, grant whatever the reward is. Chemical mixings, I promise you it's related to the story. If you didn't see the spoiler there that I accidentally showed, it's related to the story and one specific location. Okay, and then complex lock. So basically, actually, I need to remind myself what this is. Oh, so this is really simple, actually. This one is, I'm just going to take a lock and just say it has multiple locks within it for whatever reason. So you need to find all of the keys that would fit in it and unlock it by using all the keys. Rather simple. This one is driving me bonkers. This one shouldn't be too difficult. I'm glad I tackled this one first because this one is really hard. But not actually, it's not hard. It's very time consuming to get everything working, and along the way, as I've like added to it, I've had to like change a bunch of other stuff in the game in different areas. Okay. Oh, and this one, I'll explain what this is. So basically, it's relating to the runes that are connected to the emotion that the vessel is tied to. So there will be set number of types of emotions. I've already determined which ones I'm going to be using, most likely. I might tweak some of them so that they fit more with the story, but I'm using like an actual like emotion wheel from real life. And I've selected a certain number of emotions from them. And basically every like major plot point within the location will have a specific emotion to it, and there's going to be a rune tied to that story or story thread, whatever. And when you find the vessel for it, first you need to decipher the vessel, which means you got to take it to a special table, or you can take it to the spiritual cleanser and decipher it. You're gonna have to do something specific to it. I haven't determined what that is yet. Once you've deciphered it, then you know what vessel type it is, essentially what emotion is tied to it. Then you take it to the appropriate rune in the level, place it down, and that fully unlocks the vessel and gives you all the story related to that vessel. And that's what the runic puzzle is. You got to put all of the vessels down at the correct rune, and that would unlock the full story for everything, for the whole location. So that's just one massive puzzle for the whole level, essentially, fully unlocking everything. So I think I explained it before, but the vessels will have 3 different story lore entries essentially to them. You get one from picking it up, you get one from deciphering it, and then you get one from finishing the whole thing, which is completing the runic puzzle. And then of course you have to do everything on all the difficulties, so you can't really finish the level until you've played it on all the difficulties and found everything. Alright, that's it for the stream. I don't know, I'm blown away by like all the work I've done this week. It's weird saying that, but like I'm very happy with the amount of work I've done the last week or 2 weeks, I think, including all the puzzles. I'm just happy that progress is being made, and very soon I'll be able to actually play a level that is fully set dressed. There's assets, there's things to collect, there's puzzles to solve, anomalies to avoid, and then in milestone 3 we'll get to like consumables and crafting and all that, and all the menus, because there's gonna be like a hub level that's kind of like your apartment, and you're gonna have to go through certain menus to do everything essentially. All right, hopefully no one saw that spoiler. My bad. It wasn't anything too major. It was just kind of spoiling a couple of the story threads. Well, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It could have been way worse. Okay, that's it for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Another game dev stream will be will happen next Wednesday. So I appreciate you dropping by. Make sure you leave a like, especially considering this is going to be demonetized because of the music. I'll greatly appreciate that. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Go check out any lore videos for the Long Dark or any of the other the Long Dark content types I have on the channel. Lore video will be out on Friday for the Long Dark. Tomorrow, I might do a stream tomorrow. Maybe. I might do the Long Dark just to make up for the fact that I'm not going to get to do the Long Dark on Saturday. Or maybe we'll do Short Snow tomorrow and we'll make it a short stream because I played a little bit and... Yikes. But there's a story mode and I want to check that out. I've been playing a little bit of the survival mode in that and that's what's getting me to say yikes. So maybe there'll be a stream tomorrow even though it's technically my day off. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.